to cry. Lay down and die. My broken life to redeem.
Hello, I'm Kevin Shuker and this is QUEST.TV. It's July 25th, 2009 and we're here at the Earth Day celebration here on Vanderbilt Avenue, here on the west side of Grand Central Station in New York City. So we're going to be taking a little tour together, see if we can find you some interesting people with some interesting information. Happy Earth Day, everybody. I'm here with Gus Gauntlet, and he's here promoting green roofs, green walls. Now, what a great idea. When we look at it in New York, we go up on a skyscraper in New York, you look out there, and what do you see? You see all that available real estate.
Exactly.
And it's all just sitting there on top of those buildings. So what is the project? What is this project, and how is it going here in New York?
Yeah, it's transforming exactly what you were just saying. It's turning all that unused roof space into fully functional living gardens, both on roofs and on vertical walls as well. So for whether it be for residential or commercial, we're able to design, install, and maintain fully functioning living gardens that will cool down your building and give you a lovely recreational space on your roof.
Excellent. Now, obviously there must be weight concerns. Must be the first challenge you faced in this. Let's say somebody's seeing this for the first time and they think, that's a great idea. How would they go about it? Are there codes are there to find out on? Who do you work with? The building department, I guess, as well. So how would a person go about finding out that information?
Sure. The first step is if you contact my company, Greensulate, we're able to get a structural engineer. The very first step is getting a structural engineer come to your building, and they're going to do a weight load test. They're going to see how many pounds per square foot can your roof handle.
Right.
So if it is enough for a green roof, a standard green roof when fully saturated with water is about 20 to 25 pounds per square foot.
Okay.
So if your roof can handle that, then we can move forward. You also want to make sure that you have a fully functional and well-maintained waterproof membrane.
Okay.
So that there's no leaks or anything like that. You know, we want to make sure the product will be successful for many, many years, 40, 50, 60 years. There's even green roofs in Germany that have existed for 80 years.
Wow.
And that's because they were put on properly maintained buildings and properly built buildings.
And how about maintenance? I always kind of, in a dream or fantasy world, the people in the building would be responsible for maintaining their own garden. How would it work in a more commercial setting? Do you encourage that, or is it just?
We also do maintenance. We require it for the first year because we want to ensure that the plant health is proper and the system is working as it should.
Right.
What we can do is actually train people, whether they be private clients or business employees, about the maintenance process.
Right.
So if it came to the point where we had some people who were trained to do the weeding and the watering, we could actually have them take care of it, or even like a grounds crew, for example, could take care of it as well.
Okay. And I know it's difficult to estimate costs, and I don't want to pin you down to anything, but let's say I don't know what an average New York City building is, but perhaps like two apartments wide, I don't know, perhaps like, say 1,000 square foot roof. What would somebody looking at this, what would they think? What would they be looking as far as costs are concerned?
Sure, and of course, as every product is different, in terms of access, plant choice, those are the main things that are going to affect price. But if you're looking for budgetary estimates for green roofs on that size of a roof, you're looking at anywhere between $15 to $25 a square foot.
Okay.
So the upfront cost is definitely more than a regular roof,
Yeah.
but the payback period in terms of not having to replace your roof again for 50 years as opposed to every 15 years.
Sure.
You got it right there. Also the energy benefits. When you put a living garden on your roof, you're incredibly amount of reduction of energy because you're cooling your roof down and you're cooling your building down.
So this is for homes as well. The traditional slate roof or tiled roof could be replaced.
Exactly. Up to a 40% pitch.
Okay.
If it's angled too drastically, then the soil would fall off. but up to a 40-degree angle on the roof, we can do installations.
Okay. And what about here in New York? We have such variable weather.
Sure.
I mean, what am I going to be doing? Lawn mowing my roof in the middle of winter
Nope.
or something?
Nope.
How's that side of it?
Yeah,
taken care of maintenance and.
Sure. The great thing about the plants used on green roofs is that they're really succulent and hardy. Okay. So, and also perennials. So when the wintertime comes around, just as in normal nature, your plants, they're going to go dormant,
Right.
but then once the spring hits, then they come back to life and they flourish again.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And in terms of maintenance, there's not really that kind of mowing. We're not putting like sod grass up there.
Right.
These are plants that at maximum are going to grow 4 to 6 inches.
And it's like, I can only imagine New York. I mean, I've lived in New York 20 years now, and at Christmas, people put those lights up outside their houses. I could only imagine in 10 years in New York what kind of gardens we would see growing on rooftops and the creativity that would be involved. Now we could have a New York City roof garden competition.
Exactly.
And really stoke some interest in this. How have you been received here? What is the reception of people here in Grand Central Station?
It's been amazing, mainly because a lot of people simply don't know about it.
Right.
I still talk with architects nowadays who don't know what a green roof is.
Okay.
So the first step is really educating people and opening up the mind, saying, look, we can have gardens on our roofs as opposed to only in our backyards.
Okay.
And the city is receiving it well because New York recently passed legislation that gives $4.50 in property tax rebate for every square foot of green roof you install within the 5 boroughs.
Oh, okay.
So that's really helping to stimulate the market as well.
That's good.
And the city is supporting it because it helps them mitigate storm water.
I would think it'd be fantastic. If I had a garden on my roof, my apartment building, I can imagine it'd be fantastic up there. It'd be beautiful for us all. How could anybody contact you? What's your web address or contact?
Yes. Our company is called Greensulate, and of course we're on the web at greensulate.com. It's greensulate.com. And they can contact us whether it be for a quote or for a question in general. Instead of an educational meeting, we do that as well.
Sure.
So that's the website.
Great. I want to thank you very much. I'm Kevin Schuker, coming to you from Vanderbilt Hall here in Grand Central Station on Earth Day 2009.